Welcome back. All right. A second round of consequences. So throughout this video, we're going to discuss why making mistakes is actually a good thing. It's very important to understand that not everyone's perfect, and that mistakes actually can teach you great lessons. For instance, as you see in this video, it's just hard labor. Dig, 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 dig. But, you know what the nice thing about digging is? Well, number one, it keeps you physically fit, which that's a big blessing. Not everybody's got that. So, bing bang, one blessing. Bam. Number two, you get a lot of time in your own head. It's important when you're doing this kind of thing to make sure you stay in your own head, because that's where the ideas come from. I heard something today that said, what if ideas were actually living beings, and the only way they could become alive is if they trick you into building or doing whatever that idea is. And that's a fun thought to think of. So, anyways, no music, nothing like that. You want to make sure you're just, let your mind ramble. It's the best way to do things. Yeah. Sometimes it can go dark, but look, try and avoid that. Sometimes you can't help it. But, yeah. Anyways, back to the original thought of why consequences are important and why doing things wrong and learning from it is so important. Because, look, here's what happened. I had to dig a little bit. Boo-hoo. No worries. But while I was doing this, I happened to be driving by a stone building up in Seattle. Seattle's a shithole, by the way. But it had the most beautiful entrance to this building. It was a rounded building with a rounded door. And that, sometimes you see something, you're like, alright, how would you do that? Anyways, so because of seeing that, this foundation, it actually changed about midway through. Originally it was going to be a flat front, boring, but now it's going to be a rounded front with a round door. Anyhow, if you're listening to this and you happen to know someone getting rid of one of those 7-foot metal satellite dishes, give me a shout. I could use that. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyhow, yeah. So that's why, it's so nice to make a mistake, but, oh man, you grow from it. Yeah, super neat. Anyway, you probably saw in the video, I undermined the snot out of that little leg there. So I'm building a little form. I'm going to pour a little concrete. I decided to mix this stuff by hand because, it's 4 bags. Easy stuff, no problem. My back could take it that day. But yeah, if you look in the background, you see little Lucy. I put her bed outside this day because she likes to work with me, but she's never seems that comfortable. So I brought her bed out, which was, it's fun to have her out there with me. Ah, yes. And another thing about when you make a mistake and you learn from it and you grow. Oh my goodness. Think about how cool it is when you finally do get it right. Gosh, that's an amazing feeling. You got to think about all the times you buggered it up. But, that's okay. Look at this. Look, hey, I drank water this time. This is a big problem of mine. I'm very bad about drinking water. After about hour 4, you're like, oh man, I wonder why my head hurts. Reminds me of my old boss, Chuck. Oh, God, I don't need no water. But he would outwork you every day. It was pretty unreal. I think he was in his 60s when I was working with him. I hope you're doing okay, Chuck. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, yeah. I also heard something the other day that meditation is stupid. And I didn't like it. Oh, you know what? That's not true. I lied to you. The person said, I feel stupid when I meditate. See what I did there? I gave you a little bit of a lie, and then I corrected it with the truth. That brings you in to trust me more. Now I could lie to you, and you would think, oh, he's being honest. See, we call that manipulation. I'm not actually going to manipulate you, but I want to talk about meditation. So here's what we're going to do. Over the next about minute and a half, we're going to do a little experiment. It's just me digging anyway, so there's nothing to see in the video except me digging. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes. Okay, now picture yourself as a young child. And I want you to think back to the very first time you saw something you love. Like, what if as a kid you liked cats? And that first time a little kitty came walking up to you. You know, when they do that purr. How nice is that? Can you picture it? If you're having trouble with your mind's eye, take a deep breath. Now exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Alright. See? That doesn't feel stupid. Felt good. And that little kitty in your lap. Oh, so exciting. You probably could have thought of something better like ice cream. I loved ice cream as a kid. Remember when all you wanted to do as a child was like just get candy? That was a cool thing. Yeah. Alright, well, it feels good to get that out. Alright, now let's go back to consequences. So, this is where I dug way too deep. As you can see, each one of those pier pads, like I said, I think the biggest one's 14 or 16 inches deep. Yeah, I dug way past them. And then I also have to go above grade. But that doesn't matter. It actually looks a lot cooler in the end. I have a lot more dirt to move to level everything out afterwards, but so what? You know, hard labor's fun. And here's another, 9 bags of concrete. And let's talk about when you purchase concrete from Lowe's or Home Depot. You know, my favorite thing is they refuse to, the employees will act like they're blind if they see you loading concrete. I kid you not, a guy will drive by on a forklift, or 5 of them will walk by. They will never check your receipt. So here's what you do. You always purchase one, and then just go load up as many as you want. Because they will not help you load. They will not check a receipt. Yeah, so just do it that way. Or, another little handy trip, buy 60-pound bags, load up 80s. They don't care. They don't mind. I promise. I talked to the guys. Oh, that's not funny. Why'd you do that? Oh, it's actually pretty funny. This is that front entranceway I was talking about. This is where I need that 7-foot satellite dish. I do have a buddy keeping his eye on the scrapyard. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this was actually a fun part of it, and I had no idea how I was going to build the form. But luckily, I talked to my concrete guy, and he was like, "Oh, don't you have that little bendy flappy metal?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I totally got that bendy flappy metal. I could do that. Not a problem at all." Yeah, lots of fun. But look at me go. Yeah, this is a neat angle. It's what we call the top down. It's like playing World of Warcraft like the original versions. Or StarCraft's an even better example for the gamers out there. But yeah, I dug this part way too deep. It is 22 inches deep all the way around, and I only needed probably 10. Because the left side actually comes up above grade about 9 inches. So it's real deep over there. But, you know, not a problem at all. Anyways, I think what we learned is that consequences are important. And in a way, they're actually a blessing, right? That's what we learned today. Consequences aren't bad. They're a blessing, just depending how you look at it. And a positive attitude is key. You know? Remember when I said back-breaking labor is a real pain in the butt? Yeah, it is. But think about all the benefits. Anyhow, we're coming to the end of the episode, and I want each and every one of you to know that I love you. And, yeah. Have a wonderful day. P.S. It's summertime. Go play outside. Don't you dare stay in that AC all day. Not on a day like today. All right. Bye.